May all beings be happy. Dear friends, today I am going to draw your attention to the positive impacts of the corona pandemic. In corona pandemic, almost all the people in the world suffered a lot due to corona pandemic. They are afraid, they are scared of this disease. They are afraid of their lives, and most of people had to suffer due to lack of foods and medicines and other requirements. Therefore, the corona pandemic is a very hard and difficult and troublesome period to all human beings. Therefore, in this moment, I am not going to explain you the negative impacts, negative side of the corona pandemic. But now I am going to explain you the positive impacts of the corona pandemic. Among them, one of positive impacts of the corona pandemic is the reduction of environmental pollution. You know, in other days, the globe is very busy. The people are very busy with their busy schedules. But in corona pandemic, people are confined and restricted to their own houses. Their travel, their movements, all things are restricted by imposing curfew and lockdown in almost all the countries. Therefore, the environment received a great time. In other days, people cut trees. The deforestation is rapidly developed in almost all the countries, and the factories and vehicles and flights, they emit poisonous gas and carbons to environment, and factories and other places, they add wastages, contaminants and garbage to water, and herbicides and insecticides are added to water and the soil, and in this way the environment is totally polluted in other days. The air, the water, the soil are polluted in grand scale. But due to corona pandemic, this pollution was reduced in grand scale. Therefore, that's why I said this is a great time for the environment. Therefore, the people do various kinds of harmful and disastrous things to environment. As much as people do those kinds of harmful things to environment, it bears it up as much as it is possible. But in the end, unfortunately, eventually environment gives the mankind various kinds of harmful and disastrous things to the mankind. This coronavirus is also a product of environment. Therefore, the people have to face various kinds of difficulties due to those kinds of malpractices. Therefore, in corona pandemic, it is reported that the ozone layer also rapidly developed in this pandemic season. Apart from that, the photos taken by satellites proved that the environment of the globe is rapidly developing in this corona pandemic. All these reports point out that this corona pandemic is a great time to environment. Therefore, in this moment, we should keep in our mind that as much as we harm to environment, eventually the environment gives us various kinds of disastrous and harmful results at the end. Therefore, we should preserve, we should protect the environment as much as we can. The second point that I am going to explain you as the second positive impact of the corona pandemic is practicing generosity. Actually, in corona pandemic season, the underprivileged people and low-income earners and poor people as well as beggars had to suffer a lot due to lack of foods, medicines and other requirements. In this moment, many people give something what they have. They try to practice generosity. This is a great quality. Even Buddha appreciated and admired a lot this generosity. It is called dana. Then in this corona pandemic season, very important quality that people develop is practicing generosity. The third positive impact of the corona pandemic is following the health habits. You know, in corona pandemic season, people used to clean their hand, wash their hands as much as they possible, and clean their body, clean their clothes, as well as they try to keep their houses and environment also clean and tidy. This is a very important health habit, and they wear face masks. Due to these good health habits, the people could prevent not only coronavirus but even other infections such as influenza, cold, fever and those kinds of infectious diseases. Therefore, practicing and following those health habits, good health habits, is a very important and very useful way to prevent from those kinds of infections. Therefore, those are the several positive impacts of the corona pandemic. I am going to explain you another more positive impacts of the corona pandemic from my next video. Thank you very much. May the Noble Triple Gem bless you.